Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the God of Knicks podcast. I'm here with Apollo Reed. I'm here with my loud cousin over here. Dula. How you doing, fam?
I'm doing well, man. Can't complain after a night like tonight.
Yeah, man. It's apologies by the way, guys. It's been a while. These West Coast trips are hard to stay awake for. So I credit anyone who can do a live show at that time and still get up for work the next morning. So
Mm,
I wasn't gonna be doing it. But
that's
anyway,
the key.
that wasn't gonna be me. But so Knicks win. I mean, deservedly so. They round of applause to these guys. Uh 30-point victory, 107-77. They beat the Dallas Mavericks. Julius's hometown, of course. And let's start right there. Julius had a pretty good game on the numbers. He was aggressive, which is something that it's kind of frustrating when I watch this Julius sometimes because it's like, dude, like we wouldn't be in this conversation if you were playing like this earlier in the year. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I don't want to sit here and talk about all of the negatives. But I'm glad he's here now, playing the way he should. Hopefully, we can turn this into a play-in kind of thing where I think we're 3.5 games back of the 10th seed right now. So let's listen. While these guys are still here, we don't know what this team is going to look like next year, but I guarantee you it won't look the same. So while you're still here, make it count. You know what I mean? So Julius Randle, 8 for 19 from the field, 3 for 7 from three, 7 for 10 from the free throw line. He was clearly on a mission to you know put on a show for his hometown team. Um, what we got here for his other numbers: 5 assists, 11 rebounds. A nice double double for him. 15 points. Whoa, wrong guy. Whoa.
Definitely
Okay,
15.
drop down a little bit too far. 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 26 points. Only 2 turnovers, which is good, which is what we like to see in the plus 28. What you see from Julius tonight, cuz?
Oh man, he was aggressive. He looked like he wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
He played the way that I would hope he played every single night.
Right.
And I think he only plays this way when he plays against noteworthy NBA players.
Right.
He has a thing for Sabonis. Tonight, Luca, he
Mm-hmm.
had a show off for who did we play right before um,
Oh, we played the
the first
um
win that we got?
the first one was against the team we should have beat. It was no, actually no, it was the Clippers. It was the Clippers. Well,
Clippers.
we should
Okay,
we should have beat them because it was
yeah, they're
they're
short
they're short.
handed. But I think he played well against them because the former teammate was there in Morris. So I
Mm-hmm.
think he has these vendettas or these goals to just beat these players that he respects
Yeah.
or are noteworthy NBA players. That's why we could beat a team like Dallas, who was on a 5 game or 4 game streak,
Mm-hmm.
and then lose against Orlando. He,
Right.
he- so I mean, but again, what I saw tonight was pretty good.
Yeah, I call these prove it games. He just has a point to prove.
Right.
Um, which cool. I don't like to talk bad about guys who like when we're doing it to Evan. Oh, you got to wear green in order for Evan to have a good game. Those kind of things. I don't like doing that too much. But he like you said, there was a few. If there's a reason for Julius to go off, Julius will do it. You know what I mean? It's the games where there's no reason for him to go off, and you have the kind of struggles like tonight in the first quarter. He pretty much the first half he kind of struggled. But mainly in the first quarter he didn't really shoot well. I think he was 0 for 4 for his first four shots. He wasn't really making many shots, and he was threw up an air ball. He did the play we tried to get the swipe on the jumper, and he hit the backboard. So he just wasn't looking good in the beginning. But to no avail. They couldn't stop him, and he
Mhm.
kept going. So and this is what you do. He had his home game. They mentioned it a bunch of times on the broadcast about the the family that he had in the building, and possibly more people, of course, who just watched him play and grow up in Dallas. So, and everyone seemed to just give him the ball and move out the way. This was the game for Julius. This was your hometown. Um, you're our best player, depending on the night. You know, um, it's just facts. I mean, that doesn't mean not a slight to him, but just depends on the night. Sometimes Evan's our best player, which is very very tough to watch, but it happens. But yeah, man, great game by Julius. Hopefully we can keep it up and do something. I think 16 more games, or I believe, or however many more games we have. We'll check later. But anyway, a good amount of games left to try to get yourself into playing territory and just get to the 10th seed tonight. I think the Hawks and the Hornets lost. So, and we play them. I think we play the Hawks one more time. I think we play the Hornets three more times. So, or two more times.
Two more.
Yeah, two more times. And we got some games ahead of us that we could actually win. And these guys clearly are struggling at this point of the season. A lot of teams that play well in the first half usually end up being first half teams. We see this all the time. It happens all the time. But hopefully that works out for us. We'll see. I would hate for us to go to the playoffs as the fourth seed and then completely miss the playoffs, or even if we don't make the play in, that's even worse on Tom Thibodeau's record than just I mean, not even making the regular eight. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you didn't even make the play in. And I'm sure Tom, the way Tom is, he does not want that to happen, which is why we had these issues with him playing Cam and Obi 4 minutes and 3 minutes and 5 8 minute games, because sometimes he's really trying to get them to the team that this tonight we showed our potential. They're not a terrible team. They actually have been playing better defensively, the
Yep.
Mavericks. So, and of course they have Luca. Of course they just made a big
Yeah.
trade. They got rid of KP and uh they got rid of KP and then brought in Bertans and Dinwiddie. Seems to, I don't know how guards fit in with Luca. It's kind of odd. But it is what it is. Um, I do want to talk about Mitchell Robinson because he has been playing
He's been
amazing
balling. Yeah.
for the past what 3 weeks. He's been on his game. A game here or there, I'll have a hiccup. But Mitchell Robinson has really, really been doing what he's supposed to. He's been everywhere. He's been aggressive, looking at the basket, trying to dunk on whoever it is. At this point, this is what, and not just on an alley oop, like from the rebound. He's like, I'll dunk it all over whoever is under here. Like, and you're starting to see him do that and grab those boards and go up with it. And that's exactly what we've talked about on the show so many times.
Yes.
Like, dude,
We've
look
been
at the
dying
basket.
to see it.
Yes, just look at the basket. You don't have to give us the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's. Just look at the basket, bro.
Yeah.
Shack it if you can. You know what I mean? Just that's why Shaq wasn't really out there all the time in the post. Sometimes he get the ball up in there and he's just gonna body you and just dunk it. That's what you got to do. Of course the body mass is a little bit different there. But Shaq wasn't always that size.
Yeah.
You look at him
That's true.
in Orlando, he was a slender guy, man,
Yeah.
but he was still out there being aggressive, and I think that's what matters. But what you see from Mitch tonight?
I mean, if we could just go through his numbers. I mean, all right. So he wasn't feeling well. I still don't know what his illness was, but
Sabonis.
but he looked out of it this game as well.
Yeah.
He only played 23, maybe almost 24 minutes. He was 4 for 4 from the field.
Mhm.
He missed only one free throw.
Whew.
He had 11 rebounds,
Mhm.
2 steals, 3
Yeah.
blocks, 1 turnover, and one. I mean, like he's
And one foul.
1 foul.
One foul. Mitchell Robinson.
Yep.
That's crazy. I don't know what the hell we're talking about right now.
He's figuring it out,
Yeah.
and it looks like he's well on his way.
Yeah, man. I'm so proud of the improvement. You've if you haven't already, you've seen me on Twitter. I'm like, we got to find a way to keep Mitch. You know what I mean? Because clearly this team is gonna go through a shake. But I think Mitch likes playing here. I think he likes playing with RJ. I think he likes playing with Quick. Um, I'm not sure if we're going to try to match whatever's thrown at him. I think there's going to be a cap to that. I think if it goes anything over 15, thank you for your services, man. Like I love Mitch, but I'm not giving him more than 15, 16 a year. Even though he's been playing great, he probably could play better if he has a bigger role
Mhm.
in the offense. Uh, but I just haven't seen it yet. You know what I mean? I don't want to give you a contract based off potential and then you don't reach it, and then I'm the one that loses in that deal. I kind of want to see what you do, but at the end of the day, he deserves to be in the double digits. I mean, if we're giving Nerlens 10 a year,
Mhm.
come on, like you got to give him at least 11. I mean, at least 11, at least 15. I mean, the most 15. You know, I mean, I think before the season starts, I think they were saying what 13 a year his worth was. So I don't mind giving him anywhere around the. I'd even go as high as. Nah, I can't go high. I can't go higher than 16. I can't go higher than 16 mil because you know the potential Mitch can have when he's rocking, when he has it together mentally, because you're starting to see he's starting to look like an NBA player, not just a
Yeah,
kid anymore.
yeah.
And that's what's exciting me. It's not just his potential anymore. Now it's, oh, you're showing me
You're
something.
seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're showing me something. And that's kind of where I see these guys, if they had to keep Mitch, and because who are you gonna get to replace him? Jericho Sims isn't ready yet.
No.
He's not ready yet. But I can see these guys negotiating with Mitch, and because of what other teams are offering him, and possibly giving him 17 if they have to, 17, 18 mil, which I think a lot of people would say is outrageous.
It's a
But
lot.
sometimes you have to look at the negotiation tactics and how that conversation went, and what those discussions were. But nevertheless, I'm glad to see what Mitch has been doing recently, and hopefully he can keep it up. Hopefully he can keep it up. RJ, my man RJ. So tonight, I think he did struggle a little bit in the beginning as well. Um,
He had to sit that first quarter
yeah, he
because
had
he
to sit
picked up two
two
fouls.
fouls. He was in foul trouble. Um, but he couldn't hit a three tonight, but 7 for 16 from the field. Um, and 4 for 5 from free throws. I think his past 3 or 4 games, I think he's somewhere in the 80s in his free throw shooting, which is, you know, once he
Big
publicly
improvement.
once he publicly came out and said, I just got to be better. Because, sometimes you have to own up to it and
Yeah.
just make the change. Don't talk about it. I'm going to make change. And like he said in one of the interviews, he said, I just put up 200 of those. Like, that can't happen. You know what I mean? Like, I just finished practice and I just put up 200 free throws. And you're starting to see it because they're not rattling in now.
Hmm.
Those are like swish straight through the net. And now it's like it's looking like a repetitive motion and muscle memory. 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and he's so unselfish with the ball. As much as he's a scorer, he's very very unselfish. He's always going to make the right play. Um, Sometimes he does make the selfish play, but I do think that comes with. I think that comes because of how he feels like sometimes he gets overlooked, and I can see it in his body language. Sometimes, like there was a play they were looking at, uh I think Julius had the ball on the left side. RJ was on the right side in the corner or at the right hash, and quickly came up to the top of the key towards RJ. And RJ was like, what's up? Give it to me. And then he didn't give it to him. He turned around and gave it to
Yeah.
Julius on the other side. And you saw RJ and then the next play down, Julius just stopped running because he knew RJ was gonna go straight to the basket. You know what I mean? So it's like I just can't wait until we figure that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Until everyone feels completely involved, that he doesn't have to make these frustrating shots. But he still had one of the highest plus minuses, or third highest. He was 21 plus 21 plus minus, 18 points. Like you said, first quarter he had 2 fouls and finished with 3. You know what I mean? Still doing what he's supposed to do defensively, and just making sure that he's where he's supposed to be. But what do you see? What you see with RJ?
I think most of his assists come when he scores a few baskets. I think he
Like shift the
when
defense.
when he's aggressive and the defense is collapsing on him, then
Mm-hmm.
he creates the opportunity to swing it out.
Right.
And I think I see him do that often. And what up, Dre?
What up,
And
Boy.
man?
Let's go, big bro.
Ain't shit chilling.
he's balling. So like it's easy for him to get the rest of the team involved.
Who's this, RJ?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's gonna get his.
He's
He's
gonna
gonna
get
get
his.
his.
Yeah.
Yo, I think next year it's gonna be RJ's team.
I don't doubt that. I think it's starting to look like that's kind of what the front office is starting to lean towards. I mean, obviously we still have Julius, so until Julius isn't on this team, this is going to be Julius's team.
I'm fine with them both scoring 40 points a night, though. Like, come on.
I mean, I would like to see that, but they're not the kind of two guys that like Kawhi and Paul George can go for 40 because they look for each other. I don't really see. I don't
they
even
don't look
see a
for each other.
RJ and Julius pick and roll. I don't see a 2-man game with them. Like it's like they take turns scoring.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like. Well, I hate watching that. It's not fun to watch because one guy ends up looking like he's getting iced out and he has an attitude every game at some point. So until we get, I'm ready for RJ to see what RJ has, man. Like it looks like tonight he could have had 25, 26 points easily, but there was just plays back to back where he didn't even touch the ball. And you can tell because the moment he touched the ball, he went straight to the basket on fast break. Like he wasn't even trying to pass it. He didn't look at anybody.
Yeah.
And I don't want him making those plays.
And this 3-game winning streak, there was one of the games where we were thinking about getting on, but these games were so late. They in the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
There was one game like that. I think Mike Breen said it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like the thing that changed with him. He's like not even looking to pass the rock, and that's been something we talked about. Like he got to get a little bit more selfish.
Yeah.
Get that look in his eye, like, all right, I'm going for Delph out here because these cats be freezing them out. Yo, I love every now and again he missed that layup. That drives me a little bit crazy. But it happens, of course. Yeah. But it's not to the volume before where it seemed like he was missing all his layups.
He was missing everything, yeah.
Yeah, I love
that turnaround on his layups are just crazy from last year to this year.
Yeah. I love the fact that he's attacking because I believe. Like when we had the lead, it looked like they were starting to lose. I was at work and I had the joint, and it looked like they started. It was they got down to 14, and I'm like, here we go.
Yeah, yep. And
I was like, here they go. And then by the time I looked, we had 90 something, huh?
Yeah, we were up. I think we were up at 25 before that.
Yeah, and they got it down, and I'm like, yo, they about to have the Dallas Knicks come back and beat us. And so one of the things I saw was I think he went to the basket again when I looked at the phone, whatever. He went to the basket, and I was like, yo, that's how when you winning by 20 or you down by 20, you chip away and you keep that lead. Go to the basket. He's doing be running around dribbling and shooting threes.
Shots. Yeah, I hate that.
Nah, not with it. Go to that basket. And that's the Lakers got smacked too. My bad. So
yeah, the Lakers.
I love it.
They lost by 9 in OT to the Rockets.
To the Rockets, bro.
To the Rockets.
Yo, did you see how it went?
They opened up OT overtime with a 13-0 run.
What? Yo, let me tell you something. They said somebody put it online. I saw it, and it was like, yo, LeBron James energy telling all after Westbrook missed that layup.
Yeah.
He gave it to him under the paint like he swung, and then he gonna miss it. He was just like,
see, but yo, LeBron could have took that layup. He
bumped him out. Problem. He was too far behind the basket.
Bro. LeBron could have taken that layup. Not at that point, but I'm saying, why was it not your mindset to take
to get to the layup, to get to the basket?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's been my issue with making LeBron my favorite player his entire career. He does everything else but take it upon himself to win the game. Sometimes I'm not, and listen, I know I'll get slayed for it. He's making the right pass. I get that. Cool. You want to make the right pass for 20 years? I don't like that. Like,
he need a little bit more Carmelo in him.
Not even Carmelo, man. Because
Carmelo ain't giving up that shot. He like,
I know Carmelo ain't never gonna give it up, and that was his flaw. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't want too far left or too far right.
That's what I'm saying. He need a little bit of Carmelo in him.
Yeah, like give me some of both. Like I don't I don't like what
Not
number
too
one.
much.
I don't like watching guys to take every single because we see it with Julius. He takes every single shot, even though sometimes we know it's not gonna go in. It's like, all right, cool. But he's Julius. So you gotta live with it. But if I'm a fan of LeBron James and I'm calling him the best player ever, no, he's unstoppable. You can't guard him. Why are you not going for that game-winning bucket? Like you could have iced it on your own. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Not every single time you should be doing that. I get that. But come on, fam. Like we're talking about putting you over Jordan, and these are the conversations that we're having. This is why I don't like comparing them. They're two different players.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're both great in their own right, and that's it. But we went way left.
Yeah. My bad.
We went way
My
left.
bad. My bad. That was your fault.
I let that happen.
My bad. It was your fault.
Yeah. I brought it up.
Bad. That was your fault.
You went crazy with it.
What's good, Joe? What's good, Toxic?
Yeah.
And facts. Regardless, damn if you do, damn if you don't. And that's why I feel bad even saying it, because it's like I don't want to be that guy. But at the end of the day, like, oh, come on, fam, like, come on. And Jordan
I
played.
love it. At the end of the day, I love that they
Jordan
lose because I hated the team when they got him.
Come on, man. This is, you know what I don't like? You know what I don't like about this comment?
What?
To this day, the Dream Team is still the best Olympic team that the NBA has ever assembled, but he played against plumbers. Come on, man.
See what toxic Knicks fans say? Yo, why I come in here? We talk about Bron.
Bro,
that's because of Josh.
Nah, it was Dre. Y'all can rewind it.
No. I said one thing.
I'm not even gonna argue it.
I said one thing, and he was like, "Yo, this is why I don't love LeBron." Nobody asked you for all that.
No, but it's a legit point, and I'm not mad at LeBron. Like I said, they're both great in their own right. Like I'm not saying one is better than the other. To me, I'm putting Jordan first, and then I'm putting LeBron second. My problem with LeBron my entire career. I'm putting Kobe second. My bad. Kobe second, and then LeBron third. But anyway, the only reason why I never put LeBron there is for that reason. Like, yeah, and my thing is, what's wrong with being second of all time? Like, why people get mad when they put you second out of the thousands of players that played in this sport? Like, I don't
want to be number one. You want to be number one. And fans of today's game, they know LeBron. They don't really know much of Jordan.
Yeah.
So they want the best player to be in their era when they was watching the game. So I get it.
I think it's hilarious when LeBron fans find out that Jordan actually didn't win everything. They be like, "Yo, you see, he lost in the playoffs in 1985."
Really? 1985. See,
look. Well, anyway, let's get back to our guys.
Let's get back to the Knicks, man. It's all New York here, man. That's what we talk about.
Shout out to the chat, by the way. So,
who else was noteworthy?
Well, noteworthy. We're gonna talk about my boy. First of all, we gotta shout out Taj Gibson. There's no way we can finish like this show without even talking about Taj.
Yeah.
Taj came in and look, plus 19, 11 points. He had a 3 for us.
Yo, he hit more threes tonight than Bullock.
Yeah, Reggie Bullock was 0 for 8, bro.
Hey, when I saw they said he's 0 for 8, then he had the free throw, the technical, and he missed that.
He missed that. I'm like, bro, what
I was like, oh God. I was like, I love. See, that's why I hated that dude. It'd be the games like this where he want to win,
right?
He just sucks.
And but that's what bothered me in the playoffs when we played against Atlanta, and he's out there for defense, 30 minutes with 0 points. This can't. I don't care what you.
I don't care who you are. You can't do that.
Yo, bro. Well, you still couldn't stop Trey. So why are you out there? If you can't score and you can't stop Trey, and there's a reason why you out there, just put Derrick Rose out there so he can just score. Because clearly nobody's gonna stop Trey. It's not gonna happen. So put somebody out here who can put the ball in the basket. Mm-hmm. Nah, we're gonna keep rocking.
I'm tired of these front offices, man. Hey, with how we using the guys on our team, that's making me mad, bro.
See, and right now. I don't want to get too excited about like the Miles McBride. Look how many minutes Miles played tonight. 22 minutes. Mm-hmm. Deuce played 22 minutes. Why?
Plus 19. How
Yeah.
many he got a steal? Is that every time I turn on the TV, it looked like he's stealing the ball.
He didn't get a steal, but he was out there fouling people, but playing good
Yeah.
defense. Playing good defense. He had 4 rebounds. He
Yo,
had
why does Ryan get more minutes than Obi? I saw Ryan Archidano.
Archie Diacono. No,
Yeah, I saw him
Obi's
shoot the
out.
other night. I was like, who is
Obi's
that?
out. Obi's out.
Yeah,
That's
he's
why.
out. He got a hamstring thing. That's
Right.
why I'm surprised he's even listed
like,
here.
And that's kind of what I was saying. Like, I can't get excited about these deuce minutes because Obi's not playing. Cam Reddish is injured. You know what I'm saying?
What happened? He hurt his shoulder.
Yeah,
Yo, he fell. I thought he hit his head at first.
I thought he hit his head.
He
He
did.
did his head, but not like
Man,
it was like the second thing that hit. Like
it looked bad.
The shoulder took the most of the force when he hit the basket, and that's kind of why those kind of blocks are very dangerous. Like, you can always try to get those blocks. It's kind of easy to get those blocks, especially when you're athletic. But then you got to think about landing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really be careful with that. And that hopefully speedy recovery to him.
100%.
And he didn't even hop on the plane. He stayed in New York.
Yeah. Like something. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out a few games. Because of
what
that.
You think about these three in a row though? Is this like a flash in the pot? Like, what we doing?
They are still trying to make the play-in, and they came out and said it.
Nah.
They're still trying to make the play-in. We're only 3.5 games back now.
You believe in it though?
Yeah, why not?
No,
go for it.
Absolutely, they have to, because you got to think about it, Dre. This team is not going to be the same next year, so they're not just going to blow it up. And you know, Thibodeau ain't going to just go out with a loss.
I hope they blow it up and Thibodeau's not part of it next year. That's what I hope.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tibbs is back, but there's a list of other guys that won't be here.
He coming back
for sure. I'm not going to guarantee he's back. It depends on how the season ends. If the season ends and we end up in the play-in, I wouldn't be surprised if he's back. But if we lose and we don't even make the play-in,
I like Mitch. Mitch still does dumb stuff.
Yeah, which he's learning. Like I was just saying earlier, he's turning into the NBA player. You start to see that NBA guy coming out of him.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel about RJ
tonight. What did he do that was dumb tonight?
I didn't see.
He didn't see. He wasn't really watching.
I wasn't dialed in. I was at work trying to see what I could see. So I
didn't he get hurt?
He looked good. He looked good out there.
He got hurt at the end. That's why he was sitting out.
Nah, he just
been grabbing rebounds left and right. I know that.
Oh yeah. He still doesn't box out like the traditional box out, but he found a way to get those boards.
Him and the young blood been getting that. What's the kid's name?
I was about to say, how you guys feel about Jericho Sims?
I like him.
They need to throw more alley oops to him to let him get comfortable in there.
Yo, they were throwing him a lot tonight.
Josh, you saw what I said? You saw what I said with that reel you put up on Instagram?
I saw the notification, but I went to go look at it, and I think I got distracted, and I never went back.
I was like,
he was like, it's just Dre.
Yeah, I was like, I saw the floor went like this.
And, the spring, the wood popped up.
Yeah, the wood popped up and tossed him up, and he looked like he jumped like he not even really jumping.
Yeah,
yo, it's like he just out there and he's like,
get up there.
Yo, and it's just like he up there. It's
how did you get up there like that? And it's funny, he jumps the same way every single time, but then you look at him
high, bro,
and his fro is at the rim. I'm like, yo, bro, fam, you gotta chill out.
That kid, and it be looking like that when he gets rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like any rebound he could get. Like if it's within his reach, he coming down with it.
And he box out hard too. Like Mitch could learn how to box out from him. He puts his body like
Mitch is light, but the same thing Cap said with Mitch didn't play a lot of college ball either.
No, yeah, true.
I feel like Mitch is learning on a go. Jericho, I think he came up in the system.
That's what Mitch was missing. I think Jericho is what Mitch would have been if Mitch actually would have played a college season. How many years did how old is this guy?
Sims?
Yeah, Jericho.
He like 19 or something like that. He looked like he's 15.
Let me see something.
Yo, I want to pause this.
Jericho Sims, he's 23.
Jericho Sims? Wow. So he did all 4 years.
He did all 4 years in college.
Yeah. See.
See, and this is what I'm saying. And that's why he learned. That's why he knows how to set a freaking pick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he sets solid screens. You know what I'm saying? Yes. For somebody who is a rookie, he has that down pat already, and that's why he's able to catch. First of all, quickly threw him an alley tonight, and that was almost going to be a rim rocker, but I think the guy fouled him.
Yeah.
But he's getting just as many easy looks as Mitch does already because he just knows how to set a pick. You know what I mean? He's not a Mitch replacement. Let's not do that. We're not going there yet. But he's definitely somebody you want to you want to keep there because for sure, if you really want to be honest, Mitch, even if Mitch signs a 3-year deal and Mitch is with us for let's say 2+1, yeah, the last year will be a team or player option. If he's there for the next 3 years, you're not gonna expect him to play 82 games for those 3 years. Like it's just not gonna happen.
So
like
we done with Nerlens?
Nerlens has to go this year. We shouldn't re-sign him. Don't even get Joe started with Nerlens because he every time I bring up Nerlens, he's like, "Yo, that 10 million was the dumbest." Anyway, let's speaking. Let's
I always forget about Nerlens, man. I
Yo, who's
always
the
forget
CIA
about him.
dude? He's making me nervous. He got the logo like he really watching you.
Nah, he's he worked for Ukraine and all that. Yo,
Said, yeah, nah,
we
nah.
messing with you, see. These are jokes.
Look, Joe said, man.
Look, yeah.
Nah,
see,
don't even talk about it.
Don't get him started.
He gonna be like, yo, put me on, add me.
Yo, nah, but Toxic said is Brunson y'all king? Listen, man, I think Brunson is a good guard to have to develop. I like Brunson, but I'm not paying him a lot of money.
A lot of teams want him, so he's gonna get a lot of money.
He's
Don't
gonna
he
get
got
a
roots
lot of
in
money.
New York or something like that?
He got roots with World Wide West and Leon Rose because I think his dad played here. His dad was a real close friend with Leon Rose, so there's been so many links. He's gonna end up.
I don't like that the Knicks do. I feel like the Knicks don't make like that. Like they out there talking about what's my man that's over there in Utah?
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Donovan. And like if that kind of thing could be had, I hate hearing like a year, 2-3 years later they be like the Knicks did the interview with him, but they said it was something stupid. And then what the Knicks end up doing is like they wait and then we end up with a Brunson.
Right.
And then when it don't work out, it's like, damn, like we get hyped, like, all right,
now we got Brunson, and we don't got the money to pay who we really
right. And then, you know what I mean? So it's like I want the Knicks to be aggressive. That point guard position has to be shored up. Mm-hmm. We run around with we had a backup small forward running the point right now.
Bro, and that really, really bothers me. Look at the end of the game. No, it bothers the hell out of me.
Why you laughing like that?
It really bothers the hell out of me. Oh, I didn't even get to it yet. I can't even see it yet. I'm gonna get down there. But the thing that really bothers, like at the end of the game tonight, you had Quickly out there. It was Quickly, Deuce. What's the tall guy? Jericho. Who else was out there? Archidiakono, and then you had Burks. I'm like, Burks is your starter. Why is Burks still out there, bro? What is
why? Because he can shoot
up 30, bro.
But you don't need him out there though.
Why is he out there?
You're starting him. Why is he in there at the end of the game when you're up 30?
Why is he still running point guard?
Yeah.
What do you think about Burks' handle? To be honest with
you, it's average at best.
Solid?
It's like watching the Harlem Globetrotters. It's just like he dribbles. He dribbles a lot. It looks like he's trying to do a trick. I mean, he's just all over the place. I don't know if you would even call it handles, but like I don't know.
That's my problem with that because it's like, all right, somebody could run the point because, like you said, for all that dribbling on RJ Barrett, because I was watching RJ Barrett, he's starting to get it seemed like he's maturing on the floor, and his handle was like, all right, it's better than Burks. That's the dude with that. That's the kind of handle you got at the point. And like what's the name said before, I'm not thinking about crossing legs and crossing dudes up. I don't think that's what you need to be a point guard in this league. I mean, it's fun to watch when you can do that, but it just looks dangerous to me.
I think. See, and this is what I'm saying, Joe. It's not that. It's my thing is, why is he running point when you're supposed to be developing your other point guards? He's out there with Quickly and Deuce, and he's running point.
Yo, see. That's Tibbs. Sorry.
So this is why I can't get. This is why I said earlier I can't get excited about these Miles minutes because why? He's only out there because he ain't got nobody else to play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and get excited
we
like, oh,
set
he's
our veteran
playing.
point guard
You know
out
what
for
I'm
the
saying?
season, or they agreed to.
It's
I don't
frustrating.
get it.
It's frustrating, but we won 3-point game, three game
Game
winning
win streak,
streak.
baby.
We won by 30.
And on that note, we wrap it up. Nice talking to you guys. Good night.
Nice talking to you guys. I just now got to this one. This was I laughed under my shirt. I had to put that one away because that was funny.
Excuse me.
We need to build around Nerlens. Toxic, you a crazy guy, man. Nerlens need to build his confidence and his health up so he can be on the floor. I don't know what the hell is going on. See, but this is another point that I got. If he's most dangerous off the catch and shoot, why is he running point next to two guards? That's what bothers me about this. It's annoying to watch.
But everything Burks does looks like it was an accident. Like he
right.
You know what I mean?
He does have that kind of
right. It looked like it wasn't supposed to happen.
Right.
Yeah. But I appreciate. Listen, I'm not mad at Burks. This is not I don't have no problem with Burks. It's the coach. Why are you putting him
exactly? I was gonna say you're not mad at Burks because it's the coach.
Yes, let's just don't put Burks in these situations because now I'm sitting here yelling at Burks. Just like most of the year, we yelling at Julius. We don't know how many times coach said run the Julius play.
Mm-hmm.
Run the Julius play again, y'all. Run it again. RJ's hot. Yo, run that Julius play. We mad at Julius though.
Right.
Like, come on.
This is what Joshua. I said that the first game of the season when we were there.
Yeah.
I looked at the coach.
Yeah,
he pointed at him.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, we can't be mad at Julius. That's who we got." Like, I'm like, yo, this dude is bugging. But you believe in this turnaround for Julius with 46 points and I would imagine he does smoke Krill.
He got to. Bro. Something's off. Something's off. But it's do I believe in this Julius turnaround? You said,
yeah.
I mean, Julius can be this guy.
But believe in it. But in what way? That he's back to who he was last season.
This is last season, Julius. We're right now. We playing around with
the thing. I know for a fact is Julius plays this way when his number is called. If this is such and such is having a hot game, how many times have you seen somebody else have a hot game and Julius is like, just like, yo, go ahead, do you think? Like that's just his personality. He's never like, yo, let's do this. All right, let's do this together. It's like, all right, you got your game, go ahead, do your thing. It's so never like I believe in it if coach is gonna call his number for the rest of the season.
But he been calling his number the whole season. What you mean?
But he kind of wasn't. That's now we sat Kemba, and Kemba's not there, and this is
Julius time.
It's Julius time.
But Kemba been off I don't know.
But if you remember when Kemba sat, Julius started playing better. When Kemba sat the first time, Julius started playing better. And then he came back, and then he had the 40-point game, and he had the triple-double on Christmas, and you know what I mean. But sooner or later, it went back to what it was before. So
you believe in it? What about you, Rick?
I really, really would like to know what's going on behind closed doors over there because
I really want to know. Yeah.
We're making it make sense to us, and it still doesn't make sense. So there's got to be more to it. You know what I mean? What do I think? Do I think he's back? No, I don't think he's back. I don't think he'll ever be back. I think the Julius of last season was a team effort, and I think when he stopped playing team ball, which I know that sounds wrong, but when he stopped playing team ball, I think the team stopped believing in him. So I don't think he'll ever be back to that status. I think he'll still have games where he plays like this and he'll hit everything not everything, but he'll hit the shots that he attempts, because remember, he wasn't shooting 3-pointers like this in the beginning of the season. He was terrified.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's feeling a little bit more comfortable, so I think that's why his numbers are going up. But I don't think he's back. No.
Yo, but I mean, I'm not.
CIA
I'm happy.
Got me crying, yo.
Run that fade.
Yeah, you see with the files, yo, and they were like, yo, you gotta sit, you gotta chill out. You can't be asking to square up with the coach. But what was you saying, Dre?
I mean, I'm happy about the 3 guys. I'm surprised. Who we beat last? Who was the first game we won? Who's the first one we won?
Clippers, Kings, and now the
I felt good about that because the Clippers are still, they didn't have their stars, but you know what I mean. We were supposed. It's like, all right, that was nice. Then the Kings looked like we was about to lose that one.
Yeah,
and it was like, all right, we came off. We got that one.
We came back. I didn't like how we started that game. That really bothered me. And then Sabonis, after they were already down by like 10 points, he was like, "Yeah, I can't be here." And it was weird because he walked up to the ref and was like,
and he was like, hold up. And then he said, "Oh man."
I'm like, what the hell was that about? Like, did you just?
Yeah, it was like he was bipolar.
Yeah, like I'm
when
like,
he
yo,
first found him, he was like, "Oh man, that's bullish." Then he saw him getting ready to blow the whistle. He was like, hold up. Oh man, you know what?
And then he bumped him. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with you, bro?
Yeah, like he wanted to leave. And then he just walked straight to the locker room.
Like, and then he went straight to the. I'm like, he didn't want to play no more.
He was finished. He was embarrassed.
He's a competitor, man. He don't want to lose. And he didn't feel.
That's because they hate each other. Him and Julius hate each other.
I don't think they hate each other though.
They do not like each other. But
I don't think so.
They never dap each other up after a game. I watch this shit. They never dap each other up after the game. 1, 2. Ever since Julius took his spot on the All-Star game last year, he was livid. Because first of all, we already struggle with Sabonis every time.
Yeah,
like Sabonis would come in here. Mitch didn't know what the hell to do with him, and Julius was, Julius is Julius. When Julius was Julius last year, and he took that spot from him, and he was supposed to be the power forward that they had in there. Yo, Sabonis was mad. And he ended up still getting in there because someone else was injured. But still, it was like he still held that vendetta. It was like, I lost that battle to this guy. And you still see it to this day. Every time they play each other, they go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. They just go crazy at each other. In the first half, it was Sabonis' turn. The second half, it was Julius' turn that game. So, as long as we can. But that's what I'm saying. Julius got to be that guy in order for him to be this guy.
He needs to do what Jordan does. Find a reason to be that upset at another player and just go at him.
Every single game, he needs to find a reason to be upset. I need you to do that.
That was a dope Kobe story. What's his name? Chandler. What was his name?
Chandler Parsons.
That was a dope. Because they
told
him. They said he's gonna be offended that you guard them.
Yo,
it's like, could you imagine you step on and be like, yo, y'all got him DMing me? Oh no.
Yeah. Yo, I'll be mad. Yo, and Kobe like every game, right. Every play, gonna come down the court. And then he paid off his tab. Like, yo, come on, can you please sign for Mr. Bryant?
Yeah, that's class.
Yeah, that was.
The part that I thought was funny when he said I'm nervous, like he got like when he saw it was a $20,000 bill.
And he said, "Yo, I'm shaking, bro." Like,
yeah, like, yo, you see these dudes, they rich, and then you get like a bill like for dinner for $20,000.
Yeah, he was like, he said, this card is gonna bounce. Like, he said, this card is. He said,
and my dad's my financial advisor, and he's mad if I get my ass stuff.
Yo, that was funny. That was a good story. I really enjoyed. I love like hearing about Kobe stories. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not as much of an asshole as everybody made him seem.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think I mentioned that too, because like I didn't like him for a while, because I was just like, yo, look at this guy. He
hated Kobe.
I didn't know him. So
yeah, I mean, like I always say, I was a T-Mac fan, so I kind of like already didn't like Kobe, but then because my big brother here, he was always telling me, I hate the fact that he do everything Jordan did. Like, it was like, all right, well, I got another reason not to like Kobe.
Yeah, I hated him because he chewed his gum like Jordan. He walked like Jordan. He moved like Jordan, and I was like, this dude is a fraud. That's how it was.
But then I started to realize that if anyone on this planet could be anybody, it would be Michael Jordan, and he actually did it and was successful at it.
They have a whole song talk about if I could be like Mike. This guy was like Mike, and look how successful he was.
Yeah, I can't even be mad at him.
Your boy Urban Suburban said AI all day.
That's all
Jelani. AI had to do was put on a suit, and he'd have had like the longest, best career ever.
That's Jelani.
And go to practice.
Practice. His problem was injuries. After a while, his injuries caught up.
Yeah.
His injuries caught up to him.
Fuck around, but practice.
Shout out, Jelani. Salute. Gardner Knicks, salute, man. How you been? How you doing, man? But yeah, in facts, they never disappoint.
Yeah, it's always very entertaining.
Always very entertaining.
Yeah, they go at it.
Very physical.
Mm-hmm.
Another AI? Wow.
No, it's Jelani. He came back. He had to make sure. He was like, I was on the wrong time. It's so good. I've done that before. I was like, oh, let me go back and
You
write
probably heard me say that. Yo, Urban Suburban said he was like, oh.
it. He's like, oh,
Can't know it's me.
they can't know it's me. You silly. But yeah, man. Kobe was that dude. Make sure you have to make sure you saw it twice. We got you, bro. We got you. But yeah, man, smash that thumbs up. So quick points before we get out of here. Any let's see what else. I was gonna mention. Um, oh, Evan. We didn't talk about Evan.
You have to.
We have to, man. We got to talk about it. It'd be disrespectful. We didn't talk about. We literally talked about everybody. We even talked about Ryan Archidiakono.
What's he averaging this 3-game win streak?
Good question.
I don't even want to look. Let me see. Hold on.
It's probably better than we think.
It's
Because he had some 0 for 8 like streaks in there.
Let's see.
Yo, did you see when he drove and reversed
that reverse
layup?
night?
Yeah,
I was like,
go ahead.
You got
Go
that.
ahead, Evan.
Okay, do that.
See, but that's it. You see how you say like, oh yeah, go ahead. Like that's like the player we got.
But he's known for shooting. That's why. Because even Julius was surprised. He was like, all right.
Yeah.
Like,
Julius was out there looking at him like that.
Julius is like, I wanted you to shoot it at the 3-point line. Because that's why I handed it to you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I gave it. I didn't give it to you.
I ain't giving you no fancy layups, nigga. That's my move.
It's my move.
Shoot that.
So versus Sacramento, he had 15.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight he had 10. And
Mhm.
versus they won't even show me. Hold on. Schedule.
So that's 25.
The Clippers game, he had.
I think that was his best game.
7.
3.
No.
Oh,
Yes.
7?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so that's 32 divided by 3.
You
So
know,
he's
I thought about
averaging
you, Cat,
10.
because I think we had a big lead. I think it was against Sacramento. I think they put him out and he started bricking.
Bro.
And it was like, yo, you had the young dudes getting there was one point.
Cam Reddish was in there and he was hot. I don't even
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if it had to be that game. I think it was that game. Cam Reddish was in there and he was hot.
Then he take him out, put in
takes him out and puts in Fournier. Fournier shoots an air ball.
Yeah.
Then shoots another one. And then it's like he's getting blown by on defense. Why did you put him in the game? Y'all were up with these dudes. Why did you put him back in the game? Out of all of the people to pull, you pulled the hottest player that was on the court.
Let me tell you something. Cam Reddish don't look happy. I don't know if it's me. He's not doing a lot of smiling.
It's the coach. I heard they already had some run-ins, which is not the greatest.
Really? Damn, already?
No, Reddish does not look happy.
He doesn't look like he like. But I mean, you came here. He's getting practically less minutes than he was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'd be mad too. But
the CIA just said what I said from the beginning. Remember when Fournier had that game? He said we need Fournier to play the Celtics 82 times.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. That's what I was saying that earlier too.
Well, how much he's dropped on them that one game? 30 something.
It was like 34, I believe. Or 32.
Yeah, we was like, yo, he need to play the Celtics. We gonna any team we play, put a Celtics jersey on that motherfucker.
They should get him the goggles where he could just see.
Any
see
team
everything green.
like, oh, it's the Celtics.
Watch the Celtics tonight. They're like, we playing the Celtics. I didn't know LeBron played for the Celtics too.
Don't worry about it. He got on the jersey.
He got on the jersey. Nah, that's Jaylen Brown. That's not LeBron.
Oh, that's Jaylen.
That's Jaylen. But yo, brother BKL said, "Hey guys, I'm happy we got 3 in a row. We probably could make the play-in, and besides, we need a draft lottery simulator. Goes up and trades something for a better point guard. Yeah, I think we I hope that we end up in the lottery by accident, not because we lost all them damn games. Because we if we want to look, let's see how many games are winnable going down the line. Because I think this team tonight showed us, the last 3 games, they showed us who they can be. But we really got to see.
You think we beat Ja?
I think we can. We can, especially if Julius is playing the way he's supposed to be playing, which is what we did last year. I think at this point, last year, we started to turn a corner, and the turning point was the game versus the Grizzlies.
All right, let me do this.
And
So we
you know,
could run
it could
through
very
it
well be
real
that.
quick. I'm just
We
gonna say the
can.
name. You say win and win or loss. All right.
You got it on the screen, right? I got it
Yeah,
on
I
the
got it.
screen.
You got it up?
Yeah.
Oh, there
You
you
don't
go.
see it?
Okay. Yeah. Now I flipped over. All right.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So yeah.
We losing to
Grizzlies.
Memphis.
I'm not gonna say we're just gonna lose to Memphis. I think Ja's been hot. Ja's
Mhm.
definitely been hot, but that team is still beatable.
We smoking Brooklyn.
We're
gonna smoke Brooklyn. We're gonna smoke Portland. We're gonna smoke Washington.
Dre, please come on.
Then we're gonna get to Utah.
All right.
It's gonna be a wake up call. Then we're gonna smoke Atlanta and get back on it. So what's the problem? I don't understand. We're gonna get smoked by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I think
What's the
we're
problem?
gonna
I understand.
I think we're gonna take the L to the Grizzlies. I think we could
Grizzlies ain't
beat the
playing this
Nets.
year.
Yo,
that John Morant boy.
He's something special.
I see in these 6 games that are on the screen right here, I see 3 guaranteed games that I think
4
we
and
can
2. 4 and 2. And you owe
I
me
say
50
we go
push-ups
4 and
till I get my
2, and I
4 and
think
2.
we lose to the Grizzlies
Mm-hmm.
and the Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can beat Brooklyn. Brooklyn hasn't looked good. I don't know what's going on. Did
It's
you hear
cold.
that Ben Simmons is filing a suit against the Sixers?
Yes,
a
I did.
grievance? A
I did not
grievance?
hear that. Wow.
So what is this? What does the suit entail? Because I saw it, but I didn't read the article.
Basically, I guess because of whatever happened over the past 6-7 months with them, he's filing a suit saying that they're the cause of his grievance or whatever. I don't know, but it's
What grievance? The cause of his grief or grievance?
Yeah, it's a grievance suit against the 76ers. Whatever the hell it entails, it
Bro,
makes no sense to me.
You can't hurt a grown man's feelings like that and think he's not gonna sue you though. I mean,
Yo, you thought you was gonna get away with hurting his feelings like that and not get a lawsuit?
He gave you with the Denzel Washington. You gonna do this to me?
You think you could do this to me?
You could do this to me?
These is my feelings.
These is my feelings. Jake. Yo, man, I'm telling you.
You disloyal.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how you feeling too. To me, it's just wild because I don't see. First of all, you're not gonna play against them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he might even play the game after the 76ers.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me this whole time you knew you wasn't going to play until the game after y'all played the Sixers? And this is he got traded like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Yo, that's what everybody wanted to see. They wanted to see Harden play against the Nets. They wanted to see Simmons play against the Sixers.
Simmons is going to go down in history as the biggest pussy in NBA history.
He's gonna have to play them eventually. So I mean,
why his luck with them? They're gonna run into them in the playoffs. I hope
so.
I hope they run into them in the playoffs. I really, really do.
I don't want to see the 76ers win, but I would like to see him lose against the 76ers.
Yo, but it's bothersome to me because it's like if I'm KD, I signed off on this trade. I didn't think he was gonna come over here and now you're not gonna play because how they treated you while you were over there.
Oh, so wait, so he was supposed to play that game?
What do you mean?
You said that. So how does he know he's not playing against them?
Bro, they said he'll be on the trip. He'll be with the team.
Yeah, they mentioned it
for this next couple games, which ends with the Sixers. But I think
they said they're trying to get him back in game shape.
Yeah, they said he had an injury, but I don't believe it.
It don't take him that long because now all of a sudden you found a suit against the 76ers. It makes sense. It makes way too much sense for you to not play this entire time because you knew you had to play against the Sixers. And
why didn't he just do a DNP for that game? He could have got all these other games. Yo, he's a chump.
And not even that. The chemistry that you're gonna miss out on this all of this time.
He a pussy.
Like, come on, fam. Like that really. And my boy A, shout out to Aaron. He was telling me like, yo, you can't tell another man how to feel.
Motherfuckers don't stole his jumper.
What happened?
Yo, CIA's on fire tonight. CIA is on fire tonight. He said, I would follow suit too. Yo,
I
he got
never
that.
thought of no shit like that.
He got it. Word.
Motherfuckers
Motherfuckers
will
stole
steal
his
his jumper.
Yeah, that was a great one right there. That was a great one right there.
Hey yo, my bad.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Oh man, that's funny.
Yo.
I forgot what we was even saying now.
You was talking about him about how he wasn't going to play them for that game. I'm sorry, Cat.
He said he wasn't going to play, and it's to me. To me, if I'm KD, I just now signed off on a Harden trade. I know. I'm trying to get it out too, but I'm trying to get the Harden trade, the Harden situation out of here. Supposedly, Harden and Kyrie was beefing, and that caused tension in the locker room, and you know, and it rubbed what you call the wrong way. First of all,
who had beef? Harden and who?
Kyrie.
Yeah. I heard.
Yo, these dudes, there's a lot of pussies running around in this motherfucker.
Yeah. Harden got his feelings hurt too. I heard allegedly that Kyrie called him washed.
Yeah. He said he came to practice and he was killing him in practice. And he was like, "Yo, you washed, like you garbage."
Yeah, but he's talking shit.
Yeah, this is basketball, bro. This is
what I'm saying. That's what I'm like.
The Harden,
switch two pussies.
Ben Simmons, all of y'all corny. Because to be honest with you, this is basketball. Yeah. Like there's been times I play ball with my boys and we get in each other's faces, but you know, like yo, this is basketball, bro.
That's how you compete, bro. Yeah. You can't bring it out of you. Like you got to be careful to call you washed.
When you're not playing up to who you're supposed to be, after I'm busting your ass, I can call you. Yo, if I'm busting your ass in the court, I can call you whatever I want to call you. You know that, right? Like that's a rule. He can say what he want, bro. He busting your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can say.
This is the thing when it comes to like basketball and these dudes, like with the thing, my problem with James Harden, what I didn't like about him going to the Nets to begin with, is we saw he's soft in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. James Harden is proven to be soft. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They just switched two softies. As soon as that trade went through, I was like, they just traded one softie for another.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're both talented.
Yeah.
But these dudes ain't like LJ and all these dudes. Like these players is different nowadays.
See, but that's
what careful talking to these cats.
He got
filing a grievance.
He's
going. He's already traded. He about to file a grievance.
Bro, I don't even. He's.
If I'm the 76ers, I'd have been like, what? I hope. This is what I hope. I hope it turns out that we were all calling them pussy and we didn't know what was really going. I hope something comes out.
I mean, yeah, I hope I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong.
I hope that was something like oh snap, they really played him.
I would love.
I hope something like that.
I really want to hear like, yo, they came at his whole livelihood.
What could it possibly be though? What could it possibly be?
That's what I'm saying. Because we talk about basketball right now.
We talking about basketball and you taking it there.
We talking about this dude sucked in the playoffs. He had an open layup and then passed it.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the only time.
But then James Harden.
I did come in defense to Simmons though, because when the coach asked him, "Hey, can you be a playoff contender with a player like Ben Simmons?" And he was, I just don't know how to answer that.
That was kind of messed up.
That was wrong on you.
To leave you out high and dry like that, I was just like, damn,
that's wrong.
So I understood why he didn't want to pay for him.
That was super whack. That was super whack. But you could take that one way and respond a certain way, or you could come back next year and be like, yo, I'm busting ass.
Yo, or he could have came in and said, yo, listen,
let me show my jumper this year.
I'm gonna bust y'all. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna bust ass. I'm gonna play hard, but I need to be traded by December. That's it. Just come in, show up, play ball.
But Josh, at the end of the, one of the things
that's the same thing that Jimmy Butler did
for that coach.
Jimmy Butler did the same thing in Minnesota. He didn't want to be there. He didn't say, yo, I'm not coming to practice. I'm not. Same thing with James Harden. When James Harden didn't want to be in Houston no more, what'd he do? He stopped showing up. I'm not coming. Like, you know what I mean? Jimmy Butler was like, yo, listen, I'm gonna come to practice. He picked the BC team and bust the A team ass. Like, yo, trade me. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm here. We gonna practice, but trade me. And he got traded.
There's a couple things. There's a couple things that in my adult life I realized, and I feel like, for example, these schools we work in, right? They got the janitors in the building. And like, we construction workers. We go in there, we make a mess. We busting a hole through the wall. You get dust on the floor.
Yeah, it happens.
And these dudes being there crying about cleaning up, right? Because a lot of times we have a guy, but they cleaned up already. And I'll be thinking like, yo, we talking about something you got to run a mop over, bro.
Like, it's not even that deep.
Yo, and it's just like, yo, it's like an impossible task.
Yeah.
Yo, and like when we come in there, since we work the night shift, they get an extra hour overtime. They could take turns. Sometimes there's one guy loved us. He was like, yo, I get extra hour. My daughter's in college. Y'all, like, I love y'all. And it's just like, yo, this dude got to run an extra. And like, we have guys clean up. They have the laborers in there. And these guys get all mad. They don't want to open doors. And it's just like, you making this hard. Open the door, bro. We going to get in that room regardless.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like what I mean by this is that you can always take something. It's a really small thing. So your coach said some funky shit one year. He's probably in his feelings, and you let that change the trajectory of your
everything,
your
right?
career.
Yeah. Like, yo, y'all just got eliminated from the playoffs, and you really upset about how somebody responded to that? Like, I just got eliminated from the playoffs.
And you sucked. Yeah, it wasn't like it came out of nowhere.
Right. It wasn't. Same thing with James Harden last year that bothered me. You get all the way to game 7.
And then you don't show up.
And then not even that.
You start crying.
You get towards the end and you start doing like the play that stands out in my head every single time. James Harden he's dribbling the ball out. He's dribbling the air out the ball. It's 24 seconds all the way down to like 5 seconds left. And then he dribbles it out and throws it to KD, who's like 3 feet behind the 3-point line. Like, why are you here? You are a former MVP, my G. You know how to draw a foul any other time.
Yeah, it's true.
But in that moment, you throw it to KD with 3-4 seconds left, and KD got to throw up the shot and miss. To me, in my head, I'm KD. I'm like, yo, we throwing hands when we get in the locker room. we just lost in game 7.
Yeah.
To Giannis, the dude you got beef with. You ain't had no motivation. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is what
built like that,
bro.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. He ain't built like that.
Both of them. Like, and this is what I'm saying. This era is completely different because now y'all bringing in all these kind of mental health. You know, I get it, but this is a sport, yo. Like, this is still a sport. Like, at the end of the day, you guys get millions of dollars to play a sport. A game.
Yeah. Tell me. You in the front office with the 76ers. And Joshua's in the office, and Ben Simmons, he be like, yo, y'all bringing all that mental health shit in here. Fuck all that. Go out there and play some basketball.
I don't care about mental health because you got I think everybody needs therapy. Like,
no, I can dig it, but I want to see, y'all talk all this mental health. I won't talk about none of that shit. What you talk about? So what? Doc Rivers said that. Go get the fuck back out there, play some basketball.
Yo, for real. Because to me, you threw a pass off of a layup because at the end of the day, it boils down to you not even being aggressive enough to make a layup when someone's guarding you. Because one, if you miss the layup, what's going to happen? You got to go to free throw line.
Yo, he can't shoot jumpers. That's his specialty. He's supposed to be dunking and laying it up. That's what you're there for if you can't score no other way.
But that's the problem with him. At least if you are not scared of the free throw line.
Oh, I told you that. That's what that is.
It boils down to it's at the end of the day, if I don't shoot it, I'm gonna drop to the basket, I'm gonna get fouled. If I don't make it, I gotta make free throws.
Right. That's exactly what that's about.
Like, come on, man. Like,
and then you're exposed, though.
This exactly, and this is the problem. Now, as Doc Rivers, who's coached Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, KG, you expect me to feel bad about how you feel? I'm sorry, bro. No, I don't feel bad about how you feel. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point I'm looking at it at, because I came from an era where we won a championship, and it's not, and I wasn't cursing at these guys. Like, this is basketball. They came here and they knew their job.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta convince you to do your job that you get paid millions of dollars to do. Come on, fam. But listen.
That's why we here.
This is why we here. We here talking about Ben Simmons and James Harden.
Noteworthy before we go. Did you see when Quickly and Randall jumped out and held the coach back.
Yes. Yes.
I love that moment, man. I felt all warm and
fuzzy
inside.
Because coach was about to get attacked, like at the end of the game, and they're up 30. They're up 30. He's about to go at the ref, and then quick like, hey, coach, chill.
Like he jumped and grabbed.
Like he jumped in front of him, like yo,
arm,
chill. And then he kind of like you saw, like it took him completely out of it, like he just diffused it right away. Yeah. And it was the same thing that Julius did to Alvin Gentry the game before when they lost to the Kings, because Alvin Gentry was about to go right at the ref, and he was like, "Whoa, coach," and he was like. And then, like right away, he kind of calmed down, like he brought him out of it, and that's what you like to see.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like at the end of the day, this is a sport. We don't hate y'all, but call a call. You don't call it, but we do like to see that a bond or a relationship that you have between somebody can actually cause something. Because he used to coach him in New Orleans when he was on the Pelicans.
Is that the difference? This 3-game winning streak, the refs?
Nah, I'm not gonna point towards the refs no more. I'm not doing this.
It might have been the refs.
I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. Because we be here all day, every game, talking about the refs.
Refs be bugging.
The refs made some bad calls, but I feel like they made bad calls on both sides.
Bro, they never call RJ for foul. Did you see the shit where RJ got knocked?
No, he got hit in the head.
Yeah, they didn't even call it, and it was right in front of him.
He got a tech on that.
He got technical, and that was the tech that Reggie Bullock missed.
Yeah,
right.
Very, very interesting,
bro.
That play.
Bro, it's just wild. And I said it on Twitter the other day. The moment RJ starts getting the calls he deserves, you'll see his potential, because he can get to the line almost whenever he wants at this point. But still, it's like how many times is he gonna get hit? Like the game we played against the Suns when he got Mikal Bridges wrapped him up on the way to the basket, and they didn't call that. He literally had both arms around him, and no, we didn't see none of that. But you saw everything else the whole game. You know what I mean, on the Knicks side. You know what I mean? And then of course Cameron Johnson comes down and hit the three. Listen,
oh my God, what?
That's like we earned that loss. We earned that loss. You know what I'm saying? Especially Julius getting ejected, like trying to get into it with the refs, like now he's fined 50. Like it's we earned that loss right there. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really be mad at the refs, but come on, y'all. Like call it what you see. Call what you see.
That rebound fell off of Barrett's hand. Like it fell right through his hands. And I was just like, yo, if he grabbed that's game right there.
Yeah, man. That'd have been it. But yes. Back to the schedule we had up here. I'm going for 4 out of 6. 4 and 2 on this one right here, and that's Grizzlies, Nets, Trailblazers, Wizards, Jazz, and Hawks. We usually have a problem with it. Didn't we beat the Jazz? No, the Jazz beat us the last time. They came back because we were actually beating them, and then they came back and beat us. And that because I remember that was the game that RJ hit Donovan with that around the back move in the pull up. And I was like, okay, RJ, you adding stuff to your bag and all that. You starting to look like you practicing basketball. But you know, the Hawks have been struggling, so hopefully they keep struggling. And it seems that we got their number for some reason this year. It's kind of odd.
I hope so.
Yeah, you would hope so. But I don't know. But yeah, man. You guys got any other points you would like to hit before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. I'm just glad we're on this 3-game winning streak. We start adding them up. Let's stack them up.
Let's stack them up, man. Friday we play the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Grizzlies is the next game.
You got us losing that one, Rich?
So good.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win that.
Damn, man.
I think the Grizzlies have a better team chemistry than we do, and I think just off of that alone.
I think the reason why we're gonna lose that game is because of that Friday Night Knicks song. Every single time I hear it, I think we lose that shit. I can't stand that song. I'm sorry. Shout out to the guy that made it. Listen, great song. But it's tied to too many bad memories at this point. So that Friday Night Knicks song gotta go. You gotta chill out. Change it up a little bit. Like I don't want to hear that no more. It's like I hear it and I'm like, Friday Night MSG.
I gotta get there.
Yo, and I'm like, you get me hype. You get me hype on Friday Lose. I don't know, man. Listen, like I said,
I feel like that's a Dolan call, that kind of music.
Yeah, I feel like it was a friend of Dolan or something like that. Played in his jazz band or something.
Oh man,
Gave him a
don't do
shot.
this. Don't do this, Joe.
What happened? Barrett
Yeah,
not
he
grabbing
said
that
Barrett
rebound,
not
gave me
grabbing that rebound gave me flashbacks to RJ in the corner
Okay.
against Bogdanovich.
Still
Playoff
Mm.
homies, man. Playoff homies. All right.
He having nightmares. He having Knicks nightmares like this.
His wife's like, "Baby, okay?"
Shoot it! Oh.
Yo, you are crazy. You are crazy, yo.
Third time this week.
He's having his reoccurring dream. What happened? The ball
third time
bounced
this
on
week I had that
Bogdanovich's
dream.
shoulder, and RJ could have shot the shit.
Like, babe, we know, and RJ could have shot the
She's
shot. And
like,
while she
what's-
watching this, yeah, RJ should have shot it. Yeah, we know.
What are you
The
talking
one
about?
thing you
He'd be
didn't
like,
answer.
no. He'd be like, I still got to play. Watch, look.
Babe, I remember the play in the back, like the back of my hand. I remember it.
Tripping.
You're just tripping. Listen,
What?
shout out to the chat. Thank y'all for
Wow.
rocking with us for an hour and 11 minutes on this late Wednesday night. I'm gonna go get myself in the bed because it's about that time. I gotta wake up. Another long day. Dre, appreciate you for getting off for work and jumping on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Always always coming with the jokes, as we all know, man. And I appreciate y'all, man.
No joke. Like this real shit.
This real shit right here. This real shit. Listen, man. You always got to hit that like, subscribe, spread the word, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the God of Knicks podcast /show. Y'all have a good one, man. Peace.